All right, we have a line of storms moving into South Florida. We've already had a tornado warning for Indian River County, and we have obviously more potential for severe weather as we get into the evening hours. And just in the last half hour, another line ahead of our main line of storms has fired up across the Treasury Coast, all the way from Vero down into the northeastern side of the lake. And look at this, just in the last 10 to 15 minutes, more storms are starting to bubble up in southern Palm Beach County and Broward County and moving into our area. So there's no tornado watch in effect for our viewing area, but there is just to the west of Okeechobee and also closer to Tampa. And some strong storms obviously are on the way, and we have the threat for severe weather in the form of gusty winds, gusty damaging winds, the potential for some large hail here, and additional tornado warnings through the evening. It looks like from 8 p.m. until midnight is kind of our peak time for the severe weather threat for South Florida, and that's this main line of storms here that's racing toward the lake. Here's the times of arrival in the next few hours. Obviously, it's going to take a little while for this main line to make it into our area, so we're looking at 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. But these storms right here, each one of these has the potential to develop a quick tornado touchdown, and certainly some hail and some gusty winds and torrential downpours. So this is all pushing quickly toward the coastline. All of these storm cells are moving at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. So this one right here that is moving into southern Palm Beach County, we have anywhere from just before 7 o'clock through 7:30 and 8 o'clock up around Jupiter, West Palm, Boynton, even into Boca. And what I expect will happen here is we'll see this, what we call back building, more additional storms forming around 75 and then moving into southern Palm Beach County through the evening hours. Here's our second line that is formed ahead of the main line of storms that is moving now again into around Vero Beach, where we've had reports of power outages from the earlier storms about an hour ago. And these quick moving cells have the potential for some damaging winds. This is a massive storm system with snow all the way up into the Great Lakes and stretching all the way down into Cuba with the threat of severe weather there. So here is a breakdown of the weather impacts as we go through the evening hours. Wind will be moderate, lightning, obviously hundreds and hundreds of lightning strikes across South Florida during the evening. We have a slight tornado threat, and we also have the threat for large hail in spots in some of these quick moving storms. Also, if you want the very latest, just download our app, the WPTV mobile app. You can download it for your iPhone, your Android, and at the App Store. It's loaded with information, of course, any watches and warnings that are issued, and the forecast for the next little while. Of course, this is a very busy day, and James Whelan is going to break down what we can expect through the evening and the next couple of days.
Yeah, so this is our local Vipercast model. It's been doing pretty good here, timing out these storms and the line moving on through. So let's go ahead and do that here. And this is current. So as we go through time here, notice the second line, the main event, I guess you could say, but the second line moving through the Treasure Coast at around just after the show, 7 to 8 o'clock or so, we'll see that move through. It has weakened a bit, the northern edge of that, but for the folks who didn't see rain yet, you could still see some strong thunderstorms, and that includes Port St. Lucie down to Stewart. And then as we get into Palm Beach County here a little bit later, 9, 10 o'clock-ish, then we'll see some of these storms move through here from the main line that will move on through. Notice it's pretty wide, so we could be looking at a couple hours here where this will all move through. So flooding is a little bit of a concern on the roadways. We could see some ponding from some heavy rains. A lot of lightning strikes with this too as it moves on through. And as we get to around midnight, 12:30 or so, it has exited the coast. So I think the timing by midnight, it's all gone, everything winding down, and then we'll kick this out to sea after that, and we'll have clearing skies overnight and turning a little bit cooler too by the morning. But tomorrow night will be the coldest morning, with temperatures even down in the 50s and possibly seeing some 40s in Okeechobee County. The boating forecast, I know it's been a mess out there. We've had very gusty winds today. That small craft advisory is still going to go through about half tomorrow. The wind changing directions, flipping right around from the southeast to the northwest, 10 to 20 knots. It will start to come down by tomorrow night, and seas will improve greatly by Tuesday. In fact, looking like fantastic boating weather in the middle of the week. So high temperatures tomorrow, a lot cooler. We made it to the mid to upper 80s today, only 80 tomorrow. Tomorrow night, middle 50s to upper 50s. So it'll be chilly to start the day on Tuesday, and even in the afternoon, we're only getting into the upper 70s with total sunshine, very low humidity. It'll be nice and crisp feeling out there. Wednesday, we start to heat it up a little bit more, but still hang on to low humidity. And then we start to bring that up for Thursday and Friday, still staying very dry. Another weak cold front coming for next weekend.